Aries, hi, Maya here. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you are new. So this is the reading for the next 3 months, October, November, December, to assess energies as we of the end of the year. So I've been getting visions for these readings, and for you it wasn't a vision, it was more like a clear knowing, like this feeling that I got about your whole year of 2021. And I got this feeling that you were completely out of your comfort zone throughout this year. And it's like you were putting up a very brave front, but there was a lot of inner turmoil that was happening. That it's like what I was getting is like a constant unease. It's like coming up against truth, inner truth about yourself and about others that were not easy to confront or easy to deal with or easy to sort of wrap your head around. And I'm getting that it was a big healing crisis, and when healing crises happen, they tend to be very uncomfortable. Before the actual healing happens, as long as the crisis is happening, it's extremely uncomfortable. It's this feeling of unease, right, of not being able to sort of settle down, always in flux. And I'm getting that you were in this state for most of 2021. And so let's see, and I'm also getting that you were putting up a very brave front, meaning that you weren't showing this to anyone. You were just exactly yourself. I mean, on the surface you were yourself. You're doing everything that you needed to do. You showed up everywhere. You did everything that you needed to do. But when you were alone, when you were just with in your room, or just taking time on your own, you were like taking a big breath, and wondering if you how long this was going to go on, and if you could keep on going. But you kept on going. That's what I'm hearing. So I'm gonna pull let's see what comes out in your reading. I'm gonna pull for each month a major arcana, and then I'll pull tarot on these and see what energies you are working with for this end of the year, Aries. So let's start. So for October, Aries, you have the Empress. For November, you have Temperance Solutions in this deck. And for December, you have the Hermit Epiphany. Wow, here's the light at the end of the tunnel. That's what I'm getting. It's really these last 3 months are going to get you these answers that you were looking for, or that were evading you throughout this year. It's with the Empress and Temperance and Epiphany. The Hermit, yes, the Hermit is really about going within and getting these answers, getting the answers from within that were evading us. The need to sort of isolate ourselves and just go within to get the answers that we need, to get the guidance that we need, to see the light from within. And it looks like in the last 3 months of the year, you're finally taking time to do that. You're not putting up this brave front all the time. You're just going within and really trying to understand what this whole crisis that really lasted for a long time. I'm hearing 9 months, and for some of you it's even 9 years. It's been a long healing crisis for some of you, and it looks like you're getting the solutions, the answers, the sort of relief, the light at the end of the tunnel in these last 3 months of the year. So let's pull tarot on each of those, and then we'll get more details on each month. So for October, you have Judgment. Wow, big energies for you, Aries. The Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. I'm gonna get a clarifier for the Nine of Wands. Wow, the Magician. Big breakthrough happening for you in October. For November, you have the Three of Cups. The Star. Wow, here is this deep healing. And the Empress again, beautiful. And for December, you have the Ace of Pentacles. The Five of Cups, clarified by the Two of Swords and the King of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles, clarified by the Knight of Swords and the Hangman. Wow, bottom of the deck you have Death. Big energies of change and transformation. Wow, Aries, this is a big reading for you guys. So let's start with October. You have the Empress in October showing up for you, and Judgment. So straight away what I'm getting is that starting October, it's like there's this big relief, this big turnaround, this uncomfortable position that you were in, these hard truths that you had to face throughout the year that have to do with a very deep healing in your life. And I'm getting this is really internal to you. It's going to be different for all of you. It can be around career, around home life, around relationships, your own sort of soul evolution. But for each of you, it's going to be linked to a particular area or several areas of your life. And with Judgment and the Empress, it's like the worst is over. Whatever happened, this constant unease that you were in, it started to ease up, to lift up in October. You're starting to feel much better, if I can say so, much more expanded. And you know, with the Empress, it's like it's this abundance, this promise of life that is coming in, this rush of energy that is lifting you out of this constant unease, of this uncomfortable position that you were always in throughout 2021. And for some of you, I'm getting really that it was a long cycle. And but in October, it's starting to lift up. Let me read you the Empress first. I'm going to read it from the book. It's small paragraphs. The Empress says, time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded, luxurious or abundant resources. So let me read you that from the book. Where is it? Yes, here it is. The Empress. Archangel Gabriel brings you this card to encourage you to create. Your artistic talents alongside your nurturing instincts give you the ability to manifest beautiful and amazing works. Think of this card as representing Mother Nature, the Empress of creativity. Your plans will flourish and grow so long as you give them your devoted attention and love. If your focus is upon family matters such as relationships, children, or pregnancy, you can be assured of happy outcomes. Likewise, your career endeavors will also prove successful. Your interest in beautiful, luxurious, or artful pursuits is well rewarded at this time. Concerns regarding physical or emotional well-being fade away. Concerns regarding physical or emotional well-being fade away. While your ability to nurture others is wonderful, don't forget to also lovingly care for yourself. Additional meanings of this card: time to move forward, prosperity, a gift with growing plants and gardens, motherhood, determination to get things done. Yes, so time to move forward. This is what I'm getting, this stuck place that you were in, this inner turmoil that kept on resurfacing all the time for you. The Empress is here to tell you that this is over. The hardest part of this healing process is over. It's been long, it's been hard, it hasn't been easy by any means, because I'm not getting that it was a tower or anything or something that was just that was brutal or shook you to the core. It did shake you, but it's like it was small earthquakes, right? Things that kept on piling up, a small healing crisis one after the other, taking you out of your comfort zone, and this inner turmoil where you couldn't pinpoint, you couldn't put your finger on what was happening throughout this year, but you were just this flux, this change that kept on happening inside of you where you couldn't settle down. Well, the Empress is here to show you that this is over. It's time to get creative, it's time to move forward, and it's time to use all this healing that happened for you in your favor, right? And with Judgment, it's really literally Phoenix rising up from the ashes. With this Empress and Judgment, it's like, yes, it is time, it's divine timing for this deep healing to happen, and we're gonna see that in a second in November with the Star and the Empress again, and Temperance. But in October, it's the beginning of the end of this cycle, right? It's the Empress is coming in for you to show you the way, to show you that you can move forward, to show you that you can now utilize all this change that has happened throughout the year, and even before that for some of you. And now it's the Phoenix rising up from the ashes. It's a new incarnation, it's a new beginning. Judgment always heralds new beginnings, because these are people that are actually dead in their coffin, and Archangel Gabriel sounds the trumpet, and they are rebirthed for a new life, right? So it's this new lease on life that is coming to you starting October, after this very, very uncomfortable time of change, of flux, of healing. And you have Archangel Gabriel twice showing up for you, twice and even 3 times, because you have the Empress twice. So Archangel Gabriel really, really showing up in your reading here, and just telling you that it is time for now to rebuild, basically, with the 3 of Pentacles. It is literally time to rebuild in your life, this new lease on life, where you will be able now to rebuild on the ashes of whatever happened. You might have had a lot of losses in the meantime, while this deep healing what was happening. Maybe people were leaving you, or you had outgrown certain relationships, career, jobs, projects. It can be any and all of these things. It's Pentacles, so it has to do with your physical life, and it's time to really rebuild around this. And look at that, you have the 9 of Wands and the Magician. So yeah, after this exhausting, and I mean exhausting, cycle of healing, of processing, of clearing things out of your life, the Wounded Warrior, yes, it has been long, it has been hard, you couldn't take it anymore. There's a lot of times, as I said, where you were actually wondering if you could go on, but you kept on going. It's a card of resilience. And now it's time to manifest this new beginning in your life, and we're going to see it actually materializing for you in December. So this new lease on life that is coming in October for you guys. And then November you have Solutions, Temperance. So again, a great indication that things are being transmuted for you guys. I mean, you have Death, Major Arcana card of Scorpio at the bottom of the deck. So this big transformation, really, I cannot stress this enough. It has been a huge transformation throughout this cycle for you, Aries, where, as I said, when you were alone, you were like, what the hell? How am I supposed to go on? But putting up this brave front in front of people, putting up a very brave front. But now you don't need to do that anymore, because the answers are coming to you. This transformation is being completed here in the last 3 months of the year. And with Temperance, it's really divine timing for the alchemy to happen, for the transmutation to happen, for energies to finally settle for you. This uncomfortable zone that you were in all the time, it was constant, and I'm getting it was small things every day, but just this constant unease. and now it's time for it to be transmuted with Archangel Zadkiel here. Success that comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. Absolutely. Now it's the time for the deep healing, and it's absolutely that with the star and the Empress showing up for you again. So this new lease on life, that the healing is being completed for you guys with with temperance, things really actually being tempered for you, the alchemy happening for you, and this deep healing now that is taking place, you realigning with your highest the highest version of yourself, that is coming up out of all this turmoil, completely healed. And again, this promise of abundance, of beauty, of creativity, that is showing up again with the Empress coming up twice for you. And it's going to be time to celebrate. The end of the year is absolutely a time of celebration with loved ones. You a big sigh of relief as you feel this deep healing actually anchoring in your life with the Empress and the Star, as we said. Beautiful cards of healing, of abundance, of settling down, grounding, this healing, and just being able now to have some fun with your loved ones. Let me read you Temperance from the book. So Temperance says, Archangel Zadkiel is working with you to find the perfect balance. The key to success right now is in moderation and compromise. If you're feeling stressed out, this card counsels you to take a deep breath and ask your angels and guides for assistance. Absolutely. It is time for you to, this constant stress, right, that you were in throughout the year, even though you weren't showing it to other people, this constant unease, now it is time for you to take this deep breath, right, and it's being transmuted for you. Self-control and patience are called for in order to create the successful outcome you're hoping for. Consider the ideas of others and try to see their point of view. Diversity of thought can bring forth the strongest possible course of action. Reconciliation of opposing viewpoints is very likely now if you approach all parties with a forgiving and fair attitude. Additional meanings of this card: a balanced approach, perfect orchestration, creative solution through compromise, healing energy. This healing, I cannot stress it enough, is absolutely taking place in October and November. Really deep healing, this transformation that you were in, this flux, this unease. Now it's time to take a deep breath and compromise, in the sense of because when we are in this deep healing state for a long time, we tend to get stressed out, we tend to be a little bit short tempered, right, because it keeps on happening. And so maybe it created difficulties in your relationships, maybe it created challenges between you and other people. And now it's time for you to just relax, take this deep breath and just feel this deep healing happening, this promise of a new lease on life with the Empress and Judgment, as we saw. And you now healed and being able to be with loved ones in a much more settled, fun, playful way than all of last year, right? And now let's look at December. So you have the Hermit, Major Arcana card of Virgo, and we're getting into Virgo. We are in Virgo season, and but this is December. So this is all. It's these three. I'm seeing these 3 months as a package for you to regain your footing, to regain your power, to regain your peace. After this big transformation is complete, to settle down, take a deep breath, feel this relief, this light at the end of the tunnel with the Hermit, and you are finally getting your answers. You are finally accepting some hard truths that were coming up throughout the year, and as I said, for some of you even much longer than that. and just time to really see the light from within. Joy through spiritual growth, be a light to others, answers that come through meditation. And it's, yes, you can meditate and get the answers, but what I'm feeling is that the answers are coming anyway. It's like all these questions that kept popping up throughout the year as this healing crisis was happening, maybe self-identity questions, maybe questions around, you know, the human condition even. What am I doing here? Why is this happening to me? When is this going to end? All this questioning that you kept having, that you were in, now it's time for the solutions to come, the answers to come, the relief to come, right? Let me read you this card before I get into the tarot. Just a second. It's 9. Here it is. Epiphany. So epiphany, right? It's this discovery of the self that is being completed. The hard truth, the questioning that you had to confront, now you're getting the answers. This card signals that you're on a quest to discover your true self, absolutely. Meditation and quiet time provide great insight into the nature of your own heart and your life purpose. This is not a time of loneliness, but of inner joy and exploring your divine light within. You may find a mentor who magically shows up at the right moment. It could also be that it's time for you to share your own spiritual journey with others who are seeking a mentor. Archangel Radziel holds up his lantern of enlightenment to welcome you to the starry mountaintop where self-discovery awaits. Consider life's mysteries, spend quiet time alone, be a light to others. My dog wants out, just a second. Heed your own counsel, wise advice is coming your way. So I'm sorry, I'm just going to have to let my dog out. Sorry, Aries. Right. So yeah, that's what I was seeing for you, and now I'm seeing you that instead of really wanting to put on this brave front and not showing that you're going through this turmoil, now because you're able to breathe, now because you're able to relax and to settle down more, you're not doing that anymore. What you're doing is just taking time for yourself to really anchor in all these answers, all this guidance, this inner clarity that is happening. And this is absolutely leading you to a new beginning here with the Ace of Pentacles in December. So going into 2022, it's beautiful because by getting all these answers, by getting all this inner guidance, this clarity, this deep healing that is anchoring for you, now you're able to start completely anew, going into 2022 with all these answers that you've acquired, all these truths about yourself, all this inner exploration that you've done is now bringing you to this beautiful new beginning in the physical, a beautiful new path showing up for you. And where there was, what I'm seeing for you is that, of course, this healing crisis had brought up a lot of shadow aspects, a lot of sadness, maybe grief, not seeing your way forward. As I said, when you were finally on your own after a long day's work, you were like, how am I going to keep doing this? All these things that are coming up for me, coming out, how am I supposed to deal with this? How am I supposed to you know, go through my daily chores, daily tasks, you know, feeling completely alone, like nobody had your back, like nobody could understand where you were coming from, because it was big, right? But now it is absolutely time for this to be over. As I said, this transformation is complete. This rush of energy that is coming to you, the Hangman, you know, this new perspective that you have gained after all this healing has happened. And now you are absolutely, look at that, Aries, this is your energy all the way. It's fire. um, now you're able to be absolutely yourself with the King of Wands. Again, this creativity that is coming up, this self-confidence, regaining your power, being in your power center, your solar plexus being completely healed after this long transformation has happened. So beautiful. You are absolutely coming into you know, a completely new place within yourself here, with the star, the Empress twice, Judgment, the Ace of Pentacles. All this healing crisis now has given you a new lease on life, and you're going into 2022 like a new version of yourself, basically Aries 2.0. So I hope this helped. Thank you for passing by, and I'll see you soon. Bye.